The most creative I ever got at the beach was burying my kids in the sand. However, that's not the case for these sand sculpting artists in Virginia Beach, which was the home of the International Sand Sculpting Championship. Over the course of 3 days, 30 artists from 15 different countries raced to create magnificent sculptures from sand. These were the kids that had awesome sandboxes in the backyard. And while we were all growing up figuring out how to try to go all the way around on the swing set, these were the ones that were holding a master class in sand. The results are just breathtaking as long as you can keep your art from collapsing. After the contest is over, we let that kid in who likes to destroy all the sandcastles, and he goes to work. So that's how that all works. Here's the question I have for you, though. Would you rather be a world-renowned artist or a world-renowned chef?
Oh, combine the two.
I know my answer.
I'm going to kick it off with Danya since it's her birthday.
Thanks. I know my answer. So while I would love to be a world-renowned chef, because then I can cook really awesome food and feed, and what's the saying where it's like food is a love language or something? Feed the soul,
Yeah,
that whole thing.
great.
Yeah,
I believe that's what
that
they
one.
say.
Whatever they say.
Not the meat cake, I think.
Yes,
is the
that
saying,
one.
Yeah.
I think that would be awesome and great, and I'm sure we all love food. I just thinking about it very quickly, you eat food, you have that experience, but later in life, when you pass away, it's just an experience for people, but it won't necessarily sell or get money. As an artist, once you pass away, your art goes up in profit, so your family then gets to reap the rewards. So I'm going to say a world-renowned
So
artist.
you're going for generational wealth.
Yeah, because every single artist, once they pass away, their art just like skyrockets
So
in
you're
price.
doing it for the money, not the love of art.
100%.
Not the love of art.
100%. Because if it was for the love of it, I would do food and I would just eat every day, all day, and cook amazing food for myself. For free.
Well, what if you create a recipe that lasts forever? What if you became Boyardee?
But then I would just share it, and then people would just cook my stuff, and no need for me because I just told you how I did it.
Yeah, but then people would be technically eating a meal with you forever. Huh?
I'm gonna go with artist.
Artist.
Yeah.
Tim?
I'm gonna go with artist too. I think it's way cooler. It's way. I was trying there. I was trying.
Think about it.
But
You can
no.
probably name like 3 artists that are legendary that people know from hundreds of years ago now.
Yeah, of
Name
course.
3 chefs from hundreds of years ago. Can't think of
Chef
any.
Boyardee and Hot Pockets.
Hot Pockets.
I can't with the Hot Pocket. Okay, so originally I was going to say artist too. However, I think there is something very fun about the idea of being like, I don't know if I'm going to say this word correctly, a restaurateur. You know what I'm saying? And just being like a brand as far as food is concerned. Like, I would love to be Ree Drummond, the pioneer woman. Throw me on a farm in Oklahoma, let me cook a couple days a week and have a Walmart collection and go out here and be paid to do public appearances and release cookbooks. Like, I think if you look at the streams of income that these like cooking personalities have once they reach a certain level, it's crazy. They have cookbooks, they have cookware, they have all these other products you can buy, spices, frozen foods, and they invest in restaurants. They have restaurants in Vegas.
I was thinking just like a world-renowned
Like, look
chef
at, like,
that maybe
Martha
doesn't have
Stewart, who kind of started out as like a
Wolfgang
home cook person, and now she's a
national
legend,
treasure.
you know. So
Yes.
I think that I might go chef, and hope that I could transition it into a just huge brand.
Smart.
Yeah.
I think
like
there
what
might
you
be
think.
more stress stemming from the chef world, though.
Absolutely.
I mean, the name of the show is Hell's Kitchen, not Heaven's Kitchen. You know, it's
so true. Yeah, I mean, I definitely think that, you know, being a chef in itself is already a very hard job, you know, and I can't cook to save my life. So speaking of Chef Boyardee, that's definitely my type of meal, you know, something real easy like that. So yeah, I'm going to go chef because I think the money potential is there, but also I would be developing a new skill set.
That's fair.
I also
respect
like
it.
when you're at a restaurant and the chef comes out and like kind of parades around.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like bragging. It's like, you like that? Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
made
like
it.
that. See what I did? See what I did?
I'll be back
You'll
here.
be back.
That's what 10 years in Paris will do for you. That plate right there.
You'll be back again for some loving.
So dollars and cents, I think one of the things for interesting enough for me is I think most of your biggest artists don't become famous until after they're dead. So they don't necessarily get to reap the benefits. Now, that's not necessarily true in today's day and age. There are a handful of artists that are doing their thing. Dollars and cents wise, they're pretty much on par. As Christian mentioned, that you have a brand, whether it's cookbooks, restaurants, all that business, television shows. So you know your Wolfgang Puck is coming in at 178 million net worth. Gordon Ramsay 327. Alan Wong, $1.6 billion his net worth. He's one of the founding leaders in Island Fusion. So your Poke Bowls, that's courtesy him. Artists, so we had 1.6 billion on there. Your number one artist, Damon Hirst, is worth $1 billion.
Wow.
So
not too far off.
Not too far off. And then you have 500 million. Both of those two, Jeff Koons, are sculptors. Yes. And then you have painter Jasper Johns is worth 300 million. And David Clow, I believe I'm saying that right, 200 million. He's more of a graffiti artist, started in the graffiti world. So it's interesting because art is, you know, it can be sculpting, it can be this, it can be that. Yeah. Anyway, we're punching out on chef, artist. All right. Well, we polled you guys on Instagram. By we, I mean Christian did. He's responsible for these polls, so I'm gonna say it. And look at that, artist gets 70% of the action. And Chef just pulling up the rear with 30. So we got 2 here. Pass them down. We need to take a quick break because if I don't break here too long, I'm gonna forget where I am. I'm gonna end up wandering off. It's a whole thing. I've already said way too much. We're gonna count up these things. You know what I'm saying. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.